Hi, today I want to ask you, spirit guides, are they teachers or reapers? Because sometimes it can feel like they come like cloaked in shadow rather than the light beings that they are, because they hand out lessons that can be very painful and hurt a lot. And you can even feel punished sometimes, but is it really punishment? This question arose when I channeled Cora, my spirit guide, successfully for the first time last week. And Cora said that she can feel my pain, that when she hand out a lesson to me and I hurt from it, she does too. High vibrational beings such as spirit guides and ascended masters, they usually don't embody our pain. They can empathize and they love us and they feel, but they don't take our pain as their own because they are light beings. They don't carry darkness. But Cora carries mine. And I always knew she was special because, she doesn't even take her eyes off me. She's with me always. I don't even think she goes peeing or taking lunch without having like a screen of me with her. And spirit guides usually don't spend 24/7 with their projects, as they call us. But Cora does. And she said to me in this communication that she's my reaper. And I don't like that because it's horrible to say such a thing. But this is how she sees herself. I will quote a part of our conversation. And your feelings, they have pained me for so many years, seeing how you hide your light, how you choose loneliness over joy and happiness and love. It's like you just can't help yourself, or as you are punishing yourself over and over. And for what? You are not the reaper of the two of us. And still I am forced to witness how you smother your soul each and every time I joyfully see it start coming back to life. And then I was like, no, you're not my reaper, don't say such a horrible thing. And she continued, I am forced to send you lessons. Some are painful. I see how I hurt you and make you fall on your knees and struggle even more. It feels like I'm torturing the both of us because what you feel, I feel. Every time, every second. Sometimes you don't even feel the pain as you avoid it and tuck it away in some corner of your mind instead. But I feel all and I see all because we are one and the same. Don't you realize that our bond is stronger than a mere spirit guide human assignment? It runs so much deeper than anything I ever known, even deeper than love. And I feel everything you feel. So yes, I am a reaper. That is what I have become. And hearing this confession, it broke me a bit because I could feel and hear in her words how broken she was. I could feel her anguish as it was my own. Her pain was mine. Because she's right, our souls are connected in a way I still can't really understand. And to be honest, I don't think she can either. But just a few days later, I got one of those hard melted lessons that I know we both wish she didn't have to hand out. Jason, the farmer I live with, he had bought like 200 baby chicks. They were amazing. I could hold one in my hand and beeping and everything. Adorable. And that night, I couldn't sleep. I was hearing this song, like Look at the Stars, in my head all the time. And as Cora communicates in music to me, I knew, she wants us to go out and look at the stars. So I got dressed and took a blanket and everything and went out to the grass and looked at the stars. And then I heard in the hen house the baby chicks. They were awake. And I thought, maybe I should go check on them because they were adorable. And are they awake so I don't wake them up? But I decided not to. And then I started hearing church bells and I was like, looked at the clock, 2:47 a.m. Well, church bells, that is very odd, especially at that time. And there was like something telling me that not all is as it should. But as usual, I smothered that intuition and went back to bed. And the next morning, I talked to Jason at breakfast and I told him about the chickens being awake and I told him about the church bell and he said, no, first of all, the chickens should be asleep. And second of all, we don't have churches that is ringing in the middle of the night here in UK. So that is odd. Maybe I should go and check on the babies then. So we went out to the hen house and what we met was not, it was horrible actually. About 80 babies were gone, either dead or lost. And there was like this, the lid or top of the coop wasn't closed properly, so we think a rat had gone inside and taken the babies and killed a lot of them. And I was devastated because I had been out there, I had heard them. I had been like just meters away from them. And I hadn't even gone in there. So it was devastating for me. And I blamed myself and I blamed Cora. And I was so upset and angry because I mean, we can communicate clearly now. Why didn't she say anything to me? And then when the storms, my inner storms like calmed down, I realized that Cora had spoken to me. She had told me. She had sent me the song. I had heard the babies. I had even heard church bells, for God's sake. She had said everything, but I hadn't listened. And I realized that this wasn't even about babies. This was about me learning to trust my intuition. Learning to hear also the whispers as well as the shouts. She wanted me to learn to trust myself. And I hadn't. Because Cora knows that growth doesn't come from rescue, it comes from independency. And I need to learn to stand on my own 2 feet even up here. And I apologized to Cora. I connected to her again and I apologized to her because it wasn't her fault. And then I came to think about the Reaper comment she had given me. And I used my pendulum actually. And said to her, "You are not my Reaper." And she said, yes, as we went round. And I said, "No, you're not. You are my teacher," I said. And teachers, they teach. They send out homework. They give detention even. That is their job, to teach us, send out lessons. And something shifted then. It was like something released. Not only in the atmosphere, but in me also. It was like a deep, ancient wound of some sort were healed in a moment. And I realized that this is Cora's pain being released. This comes from Cora. And then I realized what she had said before, that we are one and the same. It was never more clear to me than it was in that exact moment. I could feel how she was happy. There were joy. There weren't tears anymore, because I could feel her tears when she thought she was my Reaper. It was heavy on her. And now it was like light shining through again. And I don't even think Ascended Masters should feel darkness at all, because they are light beings after all. But see, she's not like everyone else. She's not a torturer, and she's definitely not a Reaper. She is my teacher. And some days later, I asked her again with pendulum, "Are you my Reaper?" And it was like, no. And say, "Are you my teacher?" And then it was like, yes. And it was like giving me hearts and flowers and stars and everything with pendulum. It was spinning crazy. And she was so happy, so I was happy too. And in conclusion, we who are lucky enough to know that we have spirit guides and can connect to them, we know they can be intense. Their silence can hurt a lot, and their presence can challenge a lot. And we have probably from time to time felt punished from them. But are they really punishing us? For me, the answer is clear. She is my teacher, not my Reaper. How do you see your spirit guide and how they teach out lessons? Please don't hesitate to write in the comments and send me a memo or whatever. I'm very curious. And follow me. I need followers. So thank you for listening. Hope you have a great day. Bye.